Hi, welcome to the Agfa booth, and today we are going to show you some of our new technologies that we're demonstrating here. One of them is the white ink for the Oberon, and let me show you the machine because that will give you a good impression. I'm trying to follow the camera. There we go. So here we are printing live the white. The uniqueness of this white is 25 square meters an hour, very, very high quality with a very nice opacity. I think that is one of the things that we're showing here at Agfa. In Agfa, we don't show only solutions of printers and hardware. What we want to do is want to show you applications. What can you make with your product? What is your need? How can we get your solution in our product line? And that is where we really want to make a difference. I think Agfa has done that over the years with our knowledge of color. If you take, for example, our software, Asanti software is based on long-term work of Apogee, which is software for the offset industry. Today, we can use that same technology for inkjet, giving you that high quality. And if I walk this way very shortly, I can show you, for example, that even printing, different colors or different speeds. This is a 6 color, but this is a 4 color. As you can see, the quality of the software really makes this work. This is a production mode of 225 square meters an hour, where this is at 300 square meters an hour. And look at the difference. I can't see the difference. It really is not there. So it's quite amazing what we can do today with the technology and how we can help you. So if you have a question or if you want to know a little bit more about your solution needs, talk to us. Think Agfa. Think about how we can make your business thrive. How can we make your business grow? This is really what we want to do. Now, I'm not sure we can walk over to the other machines. And let me show you the varnish that we have now. It's quite impressive. Excuse me, gentlemen. Sorry. Sorry to turn my back to you, but it's not only possible. This is our Tauro engine. The Tauro engine is a machine that really gives you the performance and delivery for high-end production. It can go up to 600 square meters an hour or 75 square meters an hour with varnish. That is what I was talking about. Now, just look at this varnish. This is the first solution in the market with full flood, which means the total image is covered with varnish at 75 square meters an hour. It's amazing. And look at the quality. And this is where we want to excel. We want to make sure that your product that you want to sell to your customer is going to be the top-notch quality. Because if you have top-notch quality, you can make more money. You can make a margin again. You can really satisfy the customer, satisfy your own company. I think this is where Agfa really makes a big difference. When we're talking technology, I also would like to show you on the other side of you, with the same machine. I know we're moving around, guys, but that's life. Think about corrugated. Corrugated and packaging is where the next generation is going. And that's why Agfa announced the acquisition of Inca. Inca Technologies, or Inca Digital Printing from the UK, has been bought by Agfa, and this gives us the possibility to start making corrugated boxing, folding cartons, and all that kind of things. That is, again, think about Agfa giving you a solution to bring you where you need to go. The Tauro will give you the solution for multiple productions. So, varnish, high speed, corrugated, printing roll to roll if necessary, printing full automation. We only have half automation here. All this technology is here today. But sometimes people just want to have something different. They don't want a hard carton box. They don't want a big flat surface. They want something flexible. They want something nice. Well, how about textiles? Let me show you some textiles.
Im Originalzustand, also völlig anders als bei
Every machine is it. There we go. The machine. This is what we're thinking. Poppy colors, strong but sublimation. So here we have a machine printing at 3.2 square meters an hour. giving you high quality. So 3.2 with high speed on paper or on direct textiles. You sublimate it and you get great stuff. And if you have some kids, come by to the Agfa booth, get them a cape, yeah? Make them happy. I mean, you went to a trade show, you were here on the Agfa booth. Make sure that when you go home, at least you have something to bring. And it's not always the brochure. Bring something nice. You know, that's why we want to do something. So if you look at all the stuff on Agfa, we can grow your business. We don't want to grow your footprint. We want to be sustainable. We want to make sure that we give you the sustainability you need in your company. So better efficiency, less waste, better products. I think Agfa is really bringing that difference today. So if you have any questions, all our staff here is ready to come and join and help you determine your needs. So what else do we have? Oh, I want to show you one more thing. You know that color management is always difficult? Let me show you something. Now this is quite unique. I know it's a little bit hidden in our booth, but it is unique. This is puzzle. Has been printed with 3 different printers with multiple speeds and different inks. So we're trying to show you that with one puzzle, all these elements have been printed in a different room, in a different printer, in a different speed, in a different ink color, and still it is one ink. It is one image, and there's no coloration difference. I know it's a little bit on our dark corner of the booth, but this is the technology that I was talking about at Asante in the beginning, the technology of our software. Being a solution provider is not only bringing you hardware, but it's bringing you inks. Did you know that Agfa makes all its inks themselves? We make all the inks. Oh yeah, but we don't make them in China, we make them in Europe. Our inks are made in Europe, they're European inks with all the formulations checked in the latest sustainability acts. We have things in our inks that we've taken out for the simple reason that they were not good enough for the market. We thought we're the first to do that. Maybe it's not always the best to do first, but we believe in sustainable high-end products. Look who we have here. Morten.
Hey Mike.
How are you?
I'm good. Good
Welcome
to see you.
in the Agfa booth. I'm really happy to see you. I was just showing one.
I wouldn't have missed it for a million, right?
Ah, it's fantastic, fantastic. So really good.
How are you?
I have to say it's amazing. FESPA being here, again, talking to people with recognition of faces, and we can see people again. This is really cool. But also, you know, new innovations, showing new products after 2 years. I know Amsterdam was a show, but a lot of people didn't come to Amsterdam. Here in Berlin, I am excited that we're showing new technologies like high-speed varnish, dye sublimation, color management, basically a lot of stuff.
Before we get into that, I want to learn more, but I want to hear about a little bit about you, because you're relatively new to Agfa, right?
Yes, I joined Agfa about 7 months ago.
But you're still you're stealing the show already, right?
Oh, I'm not stealing the show. I hope not. I mean, our products steal the show.
Yeah. No, so you have a lot of knowledge about this industry.
Yes. Well, I've been in this industry for 30 years, so yeah.
Yeah. And it was great actually, because when we got to meet each other on LinkedIn, we were relatively fast to make an appointment, right?
Well, I like to answer straight. I mean, you know, one of the things that I hate today, you probably have that at home. Your kids app you, and they expect an immediate answer, but when you want to call them, they don't pick up the phone. Well, I hate that. So when you ask me,
so it means that when I call you next time, you will answer
immediately.
Okay, perfect.
I mean, that's my job to do.
Perfect. So, Agfa.
Yeah.
If we go back, way back.
Yep.
I think,
150 years.
Yeah, because it was like chemical, it was a photo, it was like that kind of thing. And if you look at I mean, I don't want to look too much back in the past, but I was just thinking that when you talk about color management, when you talk about all the fantastic things you can do here, the history has brought you to where you are today, right?
Yes.
So if you look at that from a, you know, just from a very short perspective, how important is that in relation to the competitive situation?
I think that because we were and we are a chemical company, we've been able to do things that others cannot. Where others were grabbing components and building great printers, we've been able to build great printers, but also been able to offer the inks, offer the software, the services, the whole package. So becoming a solution provider. I think hardware is not important. It sounds strange what I'm saying, but a piece of box, of metal, is not going to bring your business anything.
No, I agree. I mean, the reason why I'm smiling when you say this is just because, I mean, if you just think back in just maybe 10, 15 years when you spoke to a printer, the first thing you say is, so what is your printing company like? They showed the machines, right?
Correct.
But I think there's a change in the market. Today, people are realizing that it is customer, it is the application, it's the value you bring to your customer.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And because we bring all the components, we can guarantee that margin, we can guarantee that product, we can guarantee that application. I think if you look today on a lot of the things that we're doing, Agfa, because of the history, because of the photo history we had, we know color. When you look at chemistry, we know that from the photo industry, what color does. Today, we've taken that knowledge and brought it into inkjet. Now, that is only in the last 10, 20 years that we're doing it. From the 150-year experience, you know,
it's quite amazing to think of, right?
It's when you walk around in our departments in Mortsel, and if you're ever in Antwerp, give us a call, and you know you're welcome to join. You'll see that there's history in the building, there's history in the pavement, there is history. But we've taken that history but modernize it.
I will actually talk about history. I will, when we are off camera, I will show you a little promo we did for Agfa some years ago, which actually took elements from your past and your history into that, and you will like it. So let's go and see what you have here on your booth, right? I like that one, by the way, all the boxes you've done here.
The boxes, yeah.
Did you put them in the top, Mike?
Luckily, I had some people doing this for me, to be very honest, but the next thing is we want to show applications.
Yeah.
I think that it's quite important to show that. By the way, every single box in this whole row is a unique part. Again, it sounds simple for us.
But just think about a few years ago, that would have been, you could do it, but it would be so costly that you would never do it, right? Yeah.
And now we can do this.
Yeah, so basically that also means that if you're entering, for example, when we talk about the Amazon space where you have a lot of individualized packaging, things like that, this is just awesome because you can do it now, right?
One of the things that's changing, Morten, in the whole world of packaging is that the outside of the box used to be the big thing.
Yeah.
Today, it's the inside. It's the unpackaging. When you open the box, it's the surprise of the door. Yeah. Because people don't want to show off what they bought. It's on your doorstep, so it's a brown box. Yeah. But the inside is like, oh my God, you know, I just received the product. Yeah. That is where we're going. Is this it's personalized?
Is this like an area that is also particular of interest to Agfa, or?
Absolutely. I mean, we believe that packaging and corrugated and folding. This is folding carton. Down there we have corrugated. Is crucial. That's why we acquired Inca, Inca Digital.
Oh yeah, I just forgot you just did that. Right?
Oh, that's fine. And with the acquisition, we now have the possibilities to have that high-end product line on an onset type machine, or in the future, the single-pass corrugated machines that we're building. But that gives us the entry to this market, because this market really needs high speed.
Is that market, when you talk about that market, is that like a new segment in the market where you talk small runs and personalized thing, or are we talking about potentially replacing some of the more analog and traditional processes, or what do you think?
I think it's twofold, to be honest. There's some unique specialized, boxing, but on the other hand, the Amazons of the world don't have the time to get the box done.
Yeah.
So with this technology and these speeds, we're talking 150 linear meters type speeds.
Still really fast, right?
That's really fast. And that means you can produce the box en route.
Yeah.
Which basically means there's a small robot of the Amazon warehouse picking up your product, bringing it around, and here's somebody printing a box, folding it.
In the meantime, and basically make sure that you have a personalized
online with Morten box.
Yeah.
This is your box.
It sounds fantastic, right?
That is where it's going, and this is where Inca is going to help Agfa, and we're really proud and excited that Inca has joined us.
What kind of technology are you using? Have you had that here on the show that is printing these kind of things?
No, we decided not to, because we have the varnish. I showed it earlier, but
let's see a little bit on the things that you have here. Right?
This is probably one of the most unique products at FESPA today.
Wow.
Full flood varnish at 75 square meters an hour. Now, varnish was always done with a spot color varnish, you know, a little item somewhere.
Yeah.
But to have a full-blown varnish that looks amazing.
Is it an analog varnish or is it a digital varnish?
This is a digital printed varnish.
Okay. So this is a polymer basically.
It's polymer based.
Yeah.
But it's printed on our tower.
Yeah, but that basically means that when you have a polymer based, it gives you an advantage because you can control if you want to have it as a spot varnish or full
That is
surface,
correct.
right?
We can do both things.
Yeah, and that is like, if you see it from a PSP perspective, it must be great to have technology that can utilize both needs, right?
Yeah. I can show you a really nice sample we have down there.
Yeah, sure. Let's see. It's fun to see things, right?
Absolutely.
Rather than we're just talking to each other, right?
Let me see where it is.
Oh, your booth is not that big, just so you know. We can't find around.
You know weet je waar die van dingen van Thijs zijn?
Morten?
I put you in contact.
Die beelden van Thijs
Thank you,
van Berlijn.
yeah, that's great.
He's going to get him.
See, that is the great thing about live thing, is everything is improvised, right? So
Oh, but that's the fun
Chica,
part.
you hate us right now, do you?
Yeah, that's fine. But by the way, guys, he's a great cameraman.
Yeah, he is, yeah.
This gives you a little bit of an idea of what you can do. So what we've done here is we combined white, a blackboard.
Yeah.
We combined white. We combined the varnish to make everything in one.
Yeah.
Just to give you an idea of what kind of stupid things you can make that customers will be able to sell for a
premium,
a nice
basically.
premium price.
Yeah. So when you know, I can't help think about when I go and see all these fantastic technology. I can't help think about that when you see the technology, you say that, okay, there's one thing that what you can do, and there's another thing is about what customers demand. Because there's that gap is where you basically have your premium space. Is that a demand, or is it something that we as an industry needs to create first?
I think we need to create it.
Okay.
I think shows like FESPA are the right place to create.
Yeah.
We know what we can do.
Yeah.
But even then we learn from our customers.
Yeah.
So putting it together, you come up with these kind of things. And one of the things that we see is that the sign and display space is a space, but the big space is where you're going to corrugate it, or for example, flooring.
Yeah.
Did you know you can make flooring with inkjet?
Yeah, I know, but I would like to see more.
Yeah, but not only printing, huh? Let me show you the reality of world.
I mean, flooring. I thought you meant putting the gas on your car in the full position.
I'm talking printing on a piece of paper.
I was just joking with you.
I know that.
Yeah.
This ink is not dry, and it will never dry.
So it's a surface that makes it.
This ink is a binder-free ink, because what we need to do is we need to put melamine through it, and then when the melamine and the craft papers are pressed together, this is your result.
Oh, really?
And then this is a fiber board, but on the both sides, this is interior. So this is this. It's a different print.
So basically, what do you say? This is what? This is. I just have to now I have to learn. So,
all right,
you say this is something that is not dry.
No.
So if you scratch it hard, it would fall off.
Absolutely.
So the idea with this one is basically that it's kind of like a transfer print, but to boards. No.
We impregnate this. So this goes into a bath of melamine.
Okay.
Remember melamine is the stuff you have your kids' plates?
Yeah.
That's melamine. It's the same. It's a hard plastic.
Yeah.
So this goes through, comes out, and then they press it very hard on temperature onto a piece of board.
Fantastic. And that's
what you get.
And that gives you then, now it's dry of course, but then it is like gives us the sturdiness and
it gives
durability.
you the sturdiness, durability, and the nice thing is the top layer is aluminum oxide. Now aluminum oxide, people don't know, they think, what is aluminum oxide? After diamond, it's the hardest material. So you don't even walk on the surface, you're walking on the aluminum oxide.
Okay.
This is the same flooring you would buy at any flooring shop or IKEA or whatever.
So is this something?
But let's take it one step further.
Can I just ask one question before? So is that like, I mean, this obviously comes from the fact that you have the chemical background as a company, but is this unique to Agfa, or is it something that
This is unique to us.
Okay. So this is something that if you are into this segment of the industry, you should definitely look into your equipment, right?
That's correct.
And your chemicals.
Correct.
Yeah.
And this
also
is
substrates, or is it more like, I mean, because this material here, right? Is that something that you sell, or you can buy that?
They buy it in their own.
Okay, great, okay. So,
right here.
Yeah.
This is a finished product.
Yep.
So, this is a laminate that will be in the stores coming September.
Yeah.
It's already on the Agfa booth.
Of course.
This is impossible to do analog.
Because
Everything
it's
you see here,
so small, or
first it's too small, and there is no registration.
yeah. Oh yeah, because you basically
Normally it's gravure.
yeah, because basically when you have this, you have all the registration, you have all things under control, and now you can do this.
And you're going to have millions of colors instead of only having 4 or 5 gravure colors. So the market is changing, the industry is changing, it's giving you opportunities for industrial. This is where I believe we at Agfa are taking a really big step to the front. We can print on leather, we can print on laminate or make laminates, we can print on boxes, we can print on basically any substrate.
That's amazing.
Making possibilities go. If you think Agfa, you should be able to think what is inkjet. So think inkjet or think print or think ink. It's all it comes down to think Agfa. Because we believe that we need to show you the possibilities and grow your business.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Let's see here, because you have more stuff here. Right, on
I
the
have
booth,
all
right?
kinds of stuff.
I want to see everything here.
Everything.
Yeah. Oh. Or as long as I'm not locked into your secret chambers to see things that are not public.
No, I wouldn't do that.
Oh, I wish.
I will get. There you go. See, you're already opening my secrets.
No, I was just about to say that you thought I'm going to buy one, and then I was that was a purchase order.
You didn't know that? When you open it, he buys one.
Chica, we're going to make some really
gonna
nice, pretty
ship it.
products in the future. I tell you.
Yeah, we're going to ship the machine to him. But the nice thing of this machine is, again, printing on very high speeds with high technology, but white. The introduction here for this machine did not have white, because it's quite difficult to make a very good white.
Especially when it's fast, right?
Especially when it's fast, because your opaqueness of your white diminishes the moment you go faster. Or you have to put more heads in, which makes the machine more expensive.
Yeah.
So what we've done is we basically put more particles into the ink to embellish the high speeds.
Is that why you feel there's a little kind of layer?
Yeah,
when
you
touch
feel
it?
the layer, but that's UV.
Yeah.
But if you look at the white,
Oh,
you
yeah.
feel it.
Oh yeah. So that is essentially because you basically add more pigments to the.
That is correct.
Yeah.
So your pigment-based content is higher.
Yeah.
It gives you a better quality. And that's we really think for the customer. We want to make sure that the customer moves to the next step.
And the next step is basically to be able to have high speed and have a high level of whiteness on your substrates,
Correct.
whatever substrate you print
Absolutely.
on, basically, right? Yeah.
I think also
Is that like a competitiveness in the market, or is it?
well,
I mean, I'm asking because I'm just trying to say that, okay, if you want to invest in a machine like this, obviously think Agfa is one thing, but you also have to think about economy and applications and service and all those
I
kind of things.
think the most important thing is for the customer today is to have peace of mind.
Yeah,
Print, produce, sell.
yeah,
Instead of print, check, make sure, is it okay or not? How do we move? What do we do? That time is gone. I really believe that we need to think about moving into the next generation, which is, I want to have a talk with my customer. I want to make sure that the customer tells me what he wants, so I spend more time on the briefing with my customer and less on, is this okay? Oh my God, is it good? Is this no? Let's sell the product. Let's just get the customers back into
which was
it.
why I was asking when we looked over there before whether we have to educate the market, right?
We have to educate.
Yeah.
I think we need to look at consultative selling. Where in the old days we were selling a piece of hardware. I want to sell you 5 tons of metal.
So
Today-
you brought down to 4 tons.
Well, yeah. So
No, just joking.
well, we probably did also, but what is more important is what I'm trying to say now is I'm saying I want you to sell the application.
Yeah.
Be strong.
How good are PSPs at that, in your opinion? I know it differs.
It's a difficult question because it really depends per region.
Yeah.
If you look at countries like Germany, Benelux, yes, they're creative.
They have to, right? Yeah.
If you go
because
to
of the competition and because that is also where you drive value, basically.
correct.
Right? Yeah.
If you look at Africa, for example, and
Yeah.
I'm taking 2 extremes,
Yeah.
they are still doing car wraps on a
Yeah.
very simple way.
Yeah.
Where here, you wouldn't even notice if the car is wrapped or not.
I have seen
There-
that where I did know. Yeah,
And there they still have the stuff we did 5 years ago, crazy colors, and
Yeah.
oh my God. That will change also.
So when you, for example, give an example for Africa versus Europe, just as an example, would you say that to some extent that is because, of course, there's a maturity to the market, but it's also like a costing. Is it more expensive to do the more, the more detailed machines for the better wrappings, for the better thing, or is it more like a mindset that needs to change?
I think it's a mindset.
So they can still buy, like, let's say it's the scale of economy that plays a role here. So they can still buy a cheaper machine and still output, maybe at a slower pace, maybe at a lower quality, but they will still be able to.
They need to learn where to find the value perception.
Yeah.
And where in the Western European countries and in Americas, we've learned that the application is the value. They still have the print as the value.
Yeah.
That will change.
Yeah.
It takes time.
It has to change.
And again, it's a big part of coming back to education. Where I think in our industry, luckily we have FESPA doing a lot of education. I think education is crucial to this market.
Yeah.
The machinery is getting more complex.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's getting easier to operate.
Yeah. What do Agfa do to educate your customers in that customer journey?
I think there's two things we do. First, we really talk with the customer before buying the kit, what his needs are, where they want to go.
We just talk because I just need to see where I'm going to be next, right? So,
where do we go? Where do we want to take the customer and go? Because at the end of the day, if the customer doesn't print, I'm not going to make money.
No, that's true.
A lot of people think that companies like Agfa make money on hardware. We don't.
No.
We make money on the inks.
So it's a Gillette model,
it's
like everybody else.
It's absolutely a Gillette model.
Yeah.
But we're good at that.
Yeah.
And as a chemistry company, building our own inks, we have a very big advantage across the market, because today there's not that many companies that make their own inks. I mean, remember, we make water-based inks, and you make UV inks. Even that is already quite unique that we have the two ink technologies in-house.
Are you also doing inks for OEMs? So I mean, basically, if you buy somewhere,
yes, we do. Yes, we do.
So, but I cannot comment to who. No, but I was more wondering, because I see, that some of the OEMs are entering into their own ink manufacturing. Is like, so will that market be more diverse in the future? And I mean, I'm not talking about anything that is negative to Agfa, but I was just wondering if because of the Gillette model, that basically that is where other people see maybe we have to go into that segment as well.
I agree with you, but it doesn't really matter that much, because, for example, you take Koenig & Bauer.
Yeah.
They have something called the Rotojet VL for flooring.
Yeah.
They use Agfa inks.
Okay. Yeah.
So we have a relationship with them. We're open on it.
Yeah.
They do high-speed, single pass for the flooring industry.
Yeah.
And we deliver inks.
Okay, so
there is a relationship.
So it's a collaborative business as we are used to in our industry,
yes.
right? Yeah.
And I think that's where the big difference is. We don't have that type of machinery. We will have single pass with Inca, but it's for corrugated.
Yeah.
So it's not a roll-to-roll paper.
Yeah. Do you have any Inca equipment here on your booth, by the way? Okay.
No.
So too soon or too new or?
It is a little too soon.
Okay.
So officially tomorrow, we will have some more information.
Okay. And what is that you have in the background down working? Actually, a machine that is working. What is that?
That is our textile machine.
Okay.
That is our Advinci CX3200.
Okay.
It's a 3.2 meter dye sublimation printer.
Okay.
That prints on paper and on textile, so you can have both options.
Okay.
There's the competition.
We like competition, so that's okay.
There we go. So this printer is right now printing on textile, direct.
Yeah.
But it looks really dull.
Yeah.
Because it still needs to be sublimated, which means it has to go to Cleverik or Monty to go through one of the machines.
Ah, okay. So
and
that
then
is
heat it up.
okay.
And then you get the nice brilliant colors.
Okay.
We basically will print on paper and we'll print on textiles here on the show to show people at high speeds. Right now we are running around 140, 150 square meters an hour.
Okay.
So it's nice. It's not the highest speed, but the reason for that is very simple, guys. I'm sorry. We have 4 days of trade show, and there's only so much media that we can bring. So if we would print full speed, basically run out of media before the end of today.
I think that FESPA should just tell you more space, basically, right?
Yeah, a couple of containers outside of media.
So anything else we should talk about, Mike?
Basically, that's it for me.
But it's really cool.
It's been an amazing journey.
I like your booth.
And I think that the Agfa journey is something you can participate in, you can join, come to our Agfa booth, talk to our salespeople, give you the opportunity to talk about not only what is the cost of a machine or a cost of ink, no, about applications, how we can grow your business. Because at the end of the day, you're coming to FESPA not only to buy equipment, but to learn to grow your business. If you can grow your business here, you made your day. And I really believe that.
Thank you, my friend.
Horsten, thank you very much.
It was good to meet you.
Guys, bye. See you later at Agfa booth, Hall 3.2.
And for people who is watching this live, I just want to say that Mike will probably take over my job because he's very good at it. So thank you, Mike.
Thanks, everyone.